Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. session of the 2019 Open Simulator Community Conference. In this session, we are happy to introduce a presentation called Open Simulator Goes VR Google Cardboard. Our speaker is Herstein Dev, aka George Schneeberger. Please check out the website found at conference.opensimulator.org for our speakers' bios, details of the sessions, as well as the scheduled events. Now, George took a class in Opensimulator, I heard, from his father lecturing when he was in high school. And he now has a Bachelor in Computer Science AI Development, which is from the University of Malta. George uses a tool for converting OpenSim archives, or ORs, into Collada files in order to import these OpenSim assets into the Unity game engine for virtual reality application within Google Cardboard. You can learn more about George's work at https://herstein.dev, and I'll put that link into local. This session is being live streamed and recorded, so if you have questions or comments during the session, you may send tweets to @OpenSimCC with the hashtag #OSCC19. Welcome, everyone, and let's begin the session.
All right. Thank you guys for having me. First of all, I'd like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my Google app. And yeah, thank you for the introduction. Let's get right into it. So we built, during the last few months, we built a project. We built an app that runs on Google Cardboard, which is basically a VR headset that uses your phone as hardware and software, instead of when you have an Oculus that uses your PC and uses some other devices as well. So it just uses your phone and a headset for you to get a VR experience. Up here you can see some dates, some data about Google Cardboard. With around 15 million copies sold, headset devices. Okay, so in the talk, I'll just go introduce Cardboard, go and talk about the ORR, about the OpenSim archive we used in our app that we wanted to show. And then how we made the app work, how we built it, and then at the end, I would also like to give you a present or show you something how you can do how you can convert your own archive into a Google Cardboard app quite easily. So let's get into it. We used an OpenSim world that is part of the faked VR, maybe that is part of the wrong Biennale, and the one Biennale, maybe you heard of it from the talk before, maybe you remember. So we use that one world and import it into Unity, and then build a Cardboard app out of it. You can search for the app in the Android Play Store, either by typing the faked VR in quotation marks, or the -faked -VR. I'm sure you can find it. Okay, so in the app, in usual OpenSim worlds, you have mesh files, objects, scripts, and much more. So the problem is, how do you get this to other devices? And luckily there's a tool that does just that and converts those to files ready for Unity, which is a game development. And here on those slides, you can see some screenshots from inside the world that we transferred, that we carried over. And you can see some objects and scripts, and also some lighting elements as well, and a water element at the bottom of the screen you see right now. Unfortunately, we did not manage to support all the features in the world from Opensimulator in Google Cardboard, because the scripting and all those things, or not all, but the majority of advanced scripting and all that stuff is not carried over easily, or you cannot convert it easily. So we had to leave it out, unfortunately. At the end, maybe if there's still time, we can show you a 4-minute presentation, 4-minute video of the world and what you can expect to see. All right, so if you download the app, here you could see 2 screenshots from inside, where the phone basically simulates what your eyes can see. Left, you can see the view for your left eye, and then on the right side, your right eye. So basically, it shows you 2 different sides, two different images to give you the 3D feeling of virtual worlds. Up here, you can see what Google Cardboards look like, cheap and more expensive versions. Again, more cheap, more expensive ones, more expensive ones. So let's get to how we got the OpenSim world to the Google Cardboard. First of all, we used a tool by Austin Tate and his Japanese colleagues that converts one world from Opensimulator into DAE files that you can use in many projects, many programs such as Unity for game development or Blender for animations or whatever you want to do. And then we converted those, imported them into Unity, adapted the stuff to Cardboard to make it more fitting, and introduced some other tools that you will see at the end. To let the user explore the world in our Google Cardboard VR, we built a navigation bar that lets the user fly, fast fly, walk, stand still, or teleport, and everything is only directed by head movement. So there's no controller because that's just the limitations of Google Cardboard. You just use your head movement for all the control, and then with our navigation bar, you can choose to fly, walk, and teleport. Okay. Furthermore, we built some small interactions where you can look at if you discover certain objects in the faked VR world in Cardboard, you can look at them, and if you look at them for long enough, you will get teleported to a different place, leading to some kind of exploration. Maybe you wouldn't find the destination where you teleport to otherwise, so that can help you. And on the right side, you can see, for instance, where you would teleport to. So you would teleport to a different spot that you wouldn't notice otherwise. And furthermore, we built an area detection thing, kind of, where if you stay in a spot for a certain time, you will be teleported somewhere else. So it can help you as a developer direct the user experience, direct the user somewhere else quite easily without much programming. If you want to develop your own Google Cardboard app, we made a ready-to-use package for Unity that if you download the package, you get the navigation bar included in the package. So you just download the package, you get a navigation bar that controls all your players' movement. You get everything you need for the Google Cardboard to work, such as some scripts that have to be included and other prerequisites. And you also get a skybox that you can see right here on this. So on the screenshot that you can see on the slide, you see a screenshot from inside Unity. And basically, if you download the package that we made available, you'd also get a nice skybox that makes your world look more like an open sim world instead of a barren world, because in open sim obviously you have the beautiful skies and the beautiful water as well that we imported. So if you want to, you can visit my website on herzstein.dev, and you can download you can find your way to some guides where I wrote how to do a cardboard app yourself, and how you can build those, how you can import an OpenSim world into Unity and then export it to Cardboard to build your own Cardboard VR experience from your own world. So without a whole lot of programming or development, because if you use my Unity package, you will have everything ready to export it directly to Android. I think that should be it for my presentation. We got the video, and if there's time, I can also answer some questions.
Yeah, why don't we take the questions that were given? And how long is the video, George?
So the video is maybe 4 minutes, so we can show it later.
As far as questions, looking back up, we did provide some links for information. There's also there's that place where you can download the converter, and then there's also a page on Austin Tate's website that gives some additional information about the OR converter. So let's see.
If for the converter, there's the page from Austin Tate, and to summarize, I wrote the same thing again to kind of collect the resources. I wrote an article about the converter again as well.
Going to post some questions. There was one from Kay McLennan asking, does the app only work on Android phones? Does iPhone work too?
So we only published the app on Android Play Store. Okay. But generally, you can, if you have the Android, the iOS stuff, you can download my package in Unity and then export a Cardboard app to iOS as well, if I understood it correctly.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but I believe so.
Yeah, and then on the iOS, of course, you have to become an Apple developer. There's a process you have to go through for that as well. Your teacher asked about which version of Unity works best. I think as long as it's within a certain range, it's not an issue.
No, unfortunately not. So that's one issue we encountered, and I think it was like, when we developed it, tried different versions, and there's only one version I found success on. And I write in the chat which one it was. It was 2018.3.14F1. Let me check. So there was only one version it worked on.
Okay.
But you can download versions of Unity quite easily, so you can switch easily. So there shouldn't be that big of a problem.
And the other thing too is if you use Unity for other projects, there's a thing called the Unity Hub, which allows you to easily switch back and forth between versions so that you don't mess up your other projects in the process.
Yeah. I just checked, and it's really only that one version that it works on. I wrote it in the chat.
Okay, thank you for that. And we also had one from Frank Ruloff asked, is it multi-user?
No, unfortunately not. So it's the thing is, in this Android app, you're exploring the world on your own. So you download it offline. It doesn't require any connection, and it cannot make use of any. So you just download it and you explore it in first person. and that's it. You cannot join other people.
Okay. And we had another question too from Heike Flip asking, is this free?
Yes, the app is free. You can download it and see for yourself. Maybe you'd need the headset, but you can also get an impression without using the headset.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Thank you very, very, very much for your presentation. And we're going to go ahead and go into the video now. Can you post the link for that? And Marcus, are you able to bring that up on the screen?
Chat.
If everybody wants to just watch it in local, that's fine.
It seems like the link broke from my presentation tool.
Yeah, I just posted it in and it seems to work fine.
Okay.
It's called The Faked in the Wrong, A Living Door. Is that the one?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Now it's working. You can see on OpenSim as well.
Don't speak to me this way. Don't ever let me say, don't leave me again. Don't leave me again. Oh, you never felt this lost before, and the world is closing doors. I never wanted anything more. Oh, you never felt this lost before, and the world is closing doors. I never wanted anything more. Don't hurt me this way. Don't touch me this way. Don't hurt me again. Don't hurt me again. Don't hurt me this way. Don't touch me this way. Don't touch me this way. Don't hurt me again. Don't hurt me again. Don't hurt me again. Oh, you never felt this lost before, and the world is closing doors. I never wanted anything more. Oh, you never felt this lost before, mistake again. Don't let me make the same mistake again. Oh, you never felt this lost before, and the world is closing doors. I never wanted anything more. Oh, you never felt this lost before, and the world is closing doors. I never wanted anything more. Don't let me make the same mistake again. Don't let me make the same mistake again. Please don't let me make the same mistake again. Please don't let me make the same mistake again.
Well, thank you, Herstein Dev, George Schneeberger, for a terrific presentation. As a reminder to our audience, you can see what's coming up on the conference schedule at conference.opensimulator.org. And following this session, we're going to be taking a half-hour break, and then our next session will begin at 9:30 a.m. in this keynote region as well. And it's entitled Eureka World, an Ecosystem for Learning. Also, we encourage you to visit the OSCC19 Poster Expo in the OSCC Expo 3 region to find accompanying information on presentations and just to explore the Hypergrid Tour resources in OSCC Expo 2 region, along with sponsor and crowdfunder booths located throughout all of the OSCC Expo regions. So have fun exploring. Thank you again to our speakers and to the audience.